My next guest is starting to see some good buying opportunities, including in the Mag 7. Jeff Kilburg is the founder and CEO of KKM Financial. Jeff, a bit of a warning from Barry just now about, kind of jumping in too quickly and deciding that the market is a buying opportunity. So I'd love to hear how it looks from your point of view. Welcome.
Well, Kelly, happy St. Patty's Day, and I'm looking for a little luck of the Irish today, as I am starting to nibble at some of these names. And I've been super critical as we saw 20 consecutive days of Facebook, Meta, going straight up. I was critical of Nvidia on that move higher. So I've actually welcomed this repricing, this revaluation of these Mag 7 names. Tesla, let's put Tesla to the side, but let's talk about Nvidia. I think we're going to see some re-enthusiasm, not sure if that's a word, but we're looking for some re-enthusiasm with this GTC conference, and we're going to hopefully see Nvidia kind of get the investor base re-excited about the AI theme, which has worked so well. But I do believe there's been opportunity. When we go back about 6 or 7 trading days, Kelly, we saw the third largest put options on the S&P 500. That was the third largest ever. What do we see subsequent to that? We saw massive indiscriminate selling. Last week, it was hard to watch. Everything was getting sold. That is when the opportunity comes about, in my opinion, and I've harped on this a lot on the exchange. You want to be positioned for risk mitigation. You want to be buying puts when the VIX is at 14. You don't want to start buying puts when the VIX is at 25, 28, or even 30. So that's where I think there's opportunity inside of this March Madness, which has certainly happened despite the fact that we haven't had tip-off in the basketball tournament yet.
You were cautious on Nvidia going back to last summer. It's largely been kind of chopping wood since then. So are you a buyer of Nvidia now? Are you a buyer of Tesla now? Which of the Mag 7?
So I'm long Nvidia. I bought it last week and actually aggressively sold those 100 puts. Didn't feel great when it was down at 107, but here we are collecting that premium. Happy to own Nvidia lower than $100. But at this point, in this moment in time, we've had a nice $10 appreciation in the move. I'm being very tactical. Same as Tesla. I was selling put options in Tesla back in late 2022, January 2023, and I got put to all of those options from 150 down. We saw a sensational move, and I even came on here when we talked about I was selling Tesla at 350 and 400. We were writing calls, even took some of the position off at 430. Almost was getting mocked from some of the folks on Twitter saying I was leaving too much meat on the bone. But that's how you have to be tactical with Tesla. You're talking about a $1 trillion company that's trading like a micro cap. It's up or down 5 or 10%. So here we saw 217 the low last week. I again today have been adding my position because I want to go back to a full amount of what I want to be notionally long Tesla. There's a lot of notes out there. There's a lot of enthusiasm, but I'm still looking through the same lens, Kelly, that Tesla is this AI play. It's the purest AI play. Yes, they have to sell cars. Yes, they have to get some excitement. But I think the emotion around Elon, good or bad, whatever your emotion is, I'm indifferent. It's immaterial. It's providing opportunity. So we're seeing option premiums elevated in Tesla. I want to be a buyer here, but pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. If we get back above 300, I'm going to consider lightening the load a little bit, but it's an opportunity to buy more at this decreased price.
All the way up to 300. That's interesting. And Grok, by the way, I think is a real gem, but that's not a Tesla asset, at least right now.
So, and real quickly, I'll just add from a forward PE on Tesla. Let's look back in December of 2024, just about 3 months ago. We saw that forward PE traded at 193.
Wow.
When I was selling put options, it was down to 34 in January of 2023. So right now, we're kind of at a 5-year average of 83. I'm not saying it's cheap. I'm not agreeing what the forward PE is. But from a historical perspective, you want to be tactical in Tesla. This is an opportunity to own it when there's fear, when there's scrutiny, when everyone out there saying, Elon, grab the microphone, say something about Tesla.
Right.
Right? That's what we're looking for. So I think there's going to be a catalyst. And even if there's not a catalyst, we're seeing the RSI levels on Tesla go under 30, so we're seeing seller exhaustion. And when you see a short covering, that will be a gap up back above 300, in my opinion.